guys, happy Taco Tuesday. So it's Taco Tuesday. We have to talk about Taco. The dude's been posting 160 times today, last night. It's not unprecedented that he does this. It is unprecedented that this time is different. So he's out of control, and the reason why he's out of control with these posts is because he has a lot on his mind. And let's just go through all of them. I'm not going to say it. Let's just go through what I have. I'm just going to tell you in summary here is the reason why we have this graphic here is because the same thing happened in 1994 with his collapse. So the humiliation and the bankruptcy that he had in 1994 is the same collapse that he's having right now, 2025 to 2026. We talked about this. We're talking about it again today. And why do we have a cat here with X's? Because he's used up all of his 9 lives. There is no more lives left, guys. Okay, so let's just get into it. I think that people don't understand this, and people are focusing on the wrong things. They should be focusing on how this collapse is happening right before our eyes. And I think that people are not understanding that it is happening before our eyes because they're in disbelief. I am telling you, stop being in disbelief. It's happening. The 160 posts is the precursor to the collapse.
The Trump unrecoverable collapse file. Why the 160 post meltdown marks the first phase of his final Saturn fall. Full astrology, full history, 1994 versus 2026 scorecards, cycle analysis. Opening, the 160 post night. The moment the collapse became visible ***. On Monday night, Donald Trump unloaded over 160 Truth Social posts in less than 5 hours, cycling through. Duplicated clips. Conspiracy rants. Attacks on Obama, Pelosi, Newsom, and Omar. Alex Jones and Patrick Byrne. Bizarre claims about Michelle Obama. AI-generated Elon Musk content. Attacks on Senator Mark Kelly. Demands to free Tina Peters now. Randomness such as TikTok complaints and nostalgia loops. This was not random. This was a psychological break caused by the heaviest transit of his life, the exact same Saturn square that collapsed him in 1994. The last time he posted like this was days before indictments, nights before court deadlines, during episodes of major legal panic. But this time, the meltdown aligns with a perfect storm. December 19th, 25 Epstein files deadline. December 31st, ACA cliff. Illegal orders backlash. MTG rebellion. TN, 7 symbolically slipping. Donor collapse. Pluto crushing his Venus. Allies deserting. Saturn square his sun, exact to the degree. This is not agitation. This is the beginning of the 1994 karmic replay, but with no escape path left. 2. Why the 160 posts matter. The astrology of a man in freefall ***. Heavy checkmark Saturn 22 degrees Pisces square his sun 22 degrees Gemini. This transit crushes ego, destroys public image, forces accountability, takes away power, exposes weaknesses, collapses delusion, dries up support. This square happens once every 29 years, and the last time it hit him exactly was backhand index pointing at 1994, the year of his deepest personal collapse. The 160 posts are textbook symptoms of insomnia, panic, shame triggers, manic overcompensation, collapsing self-worth, fear of invisibility, desperation for attention, prejudgment anxiety, nostalgia to escape present reality. Saturn is creating compression, and Trump is reacting with volume. 3. The 1994 parallel. The last time Saturn crushed his sun ***. In 1994, Trump suffered. The collapse of Trump Plaza Hotel. Public humiliation. Losing Marla Maples. Being put on a court-controlled personal allowance. Bankers removing his financial access. His father illegally buying $3.5 million in casino chips to keep him solvent. Nearly losing all assets. The loser brand that almost ended him. This was his deepest karmic low. Astrologically, heavy checkmark Saturn square Sun, exact. Heavy checkmark Pluto in Scorpio, exposing his secrets, heavy checkmark Chiron, triggering shame and wounds. The same triad is happening right now, but with even stronger layers. 4. 1994 versus 2025 to 2026. Why this time is unrecoverable, asterisk, asterisk. Fire 1994, he had escape routes. Youth 48 years old. Banks willing to save him. Media able to rebrand him. No criminal indictments. No global scrutiny. No internet to expose lies. No MAGA cult to maintain. No presidency to defend. No health collapse. No national consequences. Fire 2025, he has none of the escape routes. Today he faces Saturn square Sun, Pluto opposite Venus, death of alliances, Neptune square Moon, delusion plus cognitive decline, Saturn, Neptune 0 degrees Aries coming February 20th, 26, karmic verdict, MTG walking away, donors evaporating, SCOTUS pressure, ACA cliff backlash, December 19th Epstein file deadline, 1/30th government funding crisis, global legal exposure, collapsing mental stamina, loss of control over the base, internal GOP fracture. This time isn't a setback cycle. This is the final cycle. V, the 9 lives theory. Trump used them all asterisk asterisk. Trump has lived off karmic rollover credit his entire life. He has now exhausted all 9. 1970s DOJ racial discrimination settlement. 1980s casino debt fraud. 1990 to 1991 bankruptcies. 1994 collapse, Saturn hit. 2000 apprentice reinvention. 2004 bankruptcy. 2009 bankruptcy. 2016 Comey timing miracle. 2020 Senate acquittal escape. Saturn gives 9 life cycles. He has no 10th.
6.
Astrology of the final collapse cycle, 2025-2026. 1. Saturn square Sun, now, March 2026. Ego death authority, collapse, judgment, public humiliation. 2. Pluto opposite Venus, 2024-2027. Loss of allies, loss of donors, loss of influence, loss of charm, loss of political attractiveness. 3. Neptune square Moon, 2025-2026. Confusion, paranoia, disorganization, memory problems, emotional instability, late night spirals, 160 post nights. 4. February 20th, 26, Saturn, Neptune at 0 degrees Aries. A once in 165 year karmic verdict. This lands in his 8th house, death, legal exposure, taxes, secrets. 9th house transits, courts, constitutional issues. This is the end. 7. Key scorecards. Scorecard, 1994 versus 2025 to 2026. Category, 1994, then. 2025 to 26, now. Saturn transit. Square Sun. Square Sun, exact. Age, 48. 79. Personal health, strong. Declining. Cognitive state, stable. Degrading. Allies. Banks helped him. Allies leaving, Pluto op Venus. Public image, mocked. Globally exposed. Legal risk, none. Extreme, civil plus federal. Media, could rebrand him. No platform except Truth Social. Finances, banks bailed him out. No banks, no donors. Escape route, TV fame, none. Karma cycle, low point, final point. Scorecard, 160 post meltdown causes. Trigger, evidence, astrology, 12 of 19 Epstein deadline. Panic posting, Saturn pressure. ACA cliff 12 of 31. Fear of backlash, Saturn, Neptune. Illegal orders video, Mark Kelly fixation, Chiron wound. MTG rebellion, loss of control, Pluto op Venus, Tian 7 symbolism, Losing safe territory. Saturn square sun. Donor collapse. No money flow. Pluto. Cognitive decline. Looping posts. Neptune square moon. Pre-2 of 20 wave. Instinctive fear. Saturn. Neptune. 8. The narrative arc. Ready for public release. The story writes itself. Trump fired off 160 posts last night because the same Saturn transit that destroyed him in 1994 is back. But this time, he's 79, isolated, out of allies, out of money, and facing legal exposure far beyond anything he's ever encountered. 1994 was survivable. 2026 is not. 9. The final conclusion. The end of the cycle ***. Trump's chart shows the classic signature of a political, legal, and psychological collapse that cannot be reversed. 1994 was the dress rehearsal. 2025 to 2026 is the final act. The 160-post meltdown was the first visible rupture in that collapse. Everything from now through February 20th, 26 accelerates the downfall. This is the cat with 9 lives reaching the point where all 9 are gone.
There you go. Okay, XX. That's what we're going to see. All right, have a good day, guys.